Hello, mobsters, and welcome back to the Mobius Archives. This is your host, Mobius Rex, and we are playing Oxygen Not Included, where we get to find out whether Frankie is going to survive this downtime. He's hungry. This is opening very, very slowly. So we need to see whether he's actually going to get his head out of the wall, head out of the door, that he actually built on himself. Well, didn't end this night, but it looks like he's getting free, but I'm not actually seeing his head. Frankie, what did you do with your head? Alright, starting to work. This is almost fully open. Wish this actually had a percentage of how open it was. So I'd know how much longer Frankie's going to be stuck in here. Might have to speed this section up in post-processing. I think he'll be fine. He's not even halfway down his Atmo bar. So it should be okay. And just filling in drywall along this area. Might just want to put some walls here. And let's see, Frankie... I also wanted to open this, didn't I? Let's open that. I wanted to see if light would shine through here. Frankie, please exit that. I know you're tired. There you go. Someone wake Frankie up. Move him. There we go. Now we can lock that again. Don't get your head stuck up there. They're actually spending the time building drywall here. Now I wanted to open this to see if we could actually have these space scanners up on top. So it's using a normal window tile. And that's made out of glass. So if we can actually have space scanners up here, we can have the space scanners on top of power generators, solar panels, which might be really good. It's just going to take, well, time for this thing to actually open. So we'll wait on that. Now it's possible we'll have a meteorite storm just as it starts happening, so that'll be annoying. I'm actually going to cancel this battery. Not the drywall, but the battery. Just in case they start building it. So that stuff too. I will keep this door though. Just so that we do have access up to these upper areas. Job Masters. Nisbet is a Master Groundskeeper already. I guess she did like groundskeeping, so she could be a plumber. And then we'll have someone actually keeping this place tidy. Now we could just drop the solar panel right here, and that would provide us a lot of power. I do want to know, so if we take a look at lighting, not pouring through just yet, but if that light pours through down here, and we should find out soon, then we can build underneath here and have effectively the same amount of power generated. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Yep, works. So you can have the space scanner on top of your power generation. So if we replace all these with glass, window tile, glass, that'll actually work. So we could actually do this. And then only the space scanner is truly exposed to the elements. Okay, I don't think we're sick anymore, so I'm going to prioritize this as 6. Regardless, and get these balm lilies harvested. Just get that harvest order started for these two, and this. Although I think this guy's going to eat these. So can I turn off? So yeah, disable auto harvest and that. Might as well get enable auto harvest and that, but we can at least pick up some of the meat. And if there are any shells in here, we can do that too. Yeah, there's some shells in here. Get that for our steel. We have 4 to 5 kilograms of lime right now. We must have got a lot of eggshells from something recently. So... Here we go. And that'll allow this to work. I'm going to allow people through. I'm going to allow everybody through. Just have to keep an eye. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm only going to turn this off. Fast left. I'm going to disable it for everybody instead of just a few people as we go through. Actually, no, that shouldn't even affect anybody anymore because we have a suit that's required to pass through this area. Well, that's fine. That is fine, so they can actually finish this up. Get this gas pump ready. Just want to make up a small power transformer. From the big power room. Going into here. And it is going to take the conductor plate. Out of iron. Conductive wire. Out of iron. And it's going to be heavy conductive wire. And then just running conductive wire through here, down. I also set this up to be analyzed, so we'll know what's going on with that. And it'll eventually happen. Let's actually toss this all at 6 priority. Get that done. Actually, this will be hard to get done if we don't have atmosphere. I also remember the other problem that we're having. Oxygen. Because we're out of stuff for steam rooms. We can make this more effective pump rooms, I suppose. Yeah, so we can seal this off. So instead of sealing all this off, we can just seal this bit off. Get this flowing down. I'm going to give this a 7, actually. And we'll deconstruct that. Again at a 7. And toss... mechanized airlock. Well, can't do that until that's done. And we can add an airlock in here, but if we do that, we might want to just reshape how this is all set up. So we might want to actually do plumbing, a little bit of a liquid pump. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. And have a separate pump system for this one. Actually tile that up with igneous rock. Okay, you guys are going to get yourself stuck in there, aren't you? I guessed it. Get that dug out. There you go. Good work, guys. Just as that was starting. So get this tiling going up here. Get that priority 6. And we could probably actually start digging up to here. Hey, we have a Weezwort seed up there. Hold on. We'll make that accessible. More or less. Give a sweep on that just because I can't see it. I think this area is actually getting heated up by this cool steam vent. Slight bit of problem on that. No power on that pump. Come on, conductor wire. There we go. And we need some piping. Like that. Let's give this a 7, so this doesn't fill up too fast. Still has some type of reservoir in here. Make sure we have a ladder for our dupes when they inevitably get trapped in there. And we're just gonna put the mechanized airlock all the way up there. Actually, it shouldn't even be mechanized. That should just be manual. Shouldn't need to go in here once everything's been taken care of. So manual airlock. And tiling. And let's give that a 7. There you go. Add the ladder so you can get out first. More or less. There you go. Sometimes I wonder about dupes. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and get the liquid pipe running all the way down. To hook back up with this. So apparently this is running too now. We'll get a door. Just like that. And then we can mop up this area. Gotta watch what we make these copper wires out of. Gotta make sure it's not steel. We made it out of tungsten, which was not the best. Because I don't think we have a good tungsten supply. How far down do we need to go? You're drawing on a lot of power, but... yeah, we'll probably have to split our lines again. But we're making oxygen again. That's another thing. So I'm going to give this power line a 7. Or the water line a 7. Which makes a lot of other things 7 that don't need to be 7s, like this door, but that's fine. You're active again, right? No, you've gone dormant. Alright, so there's just been some water from the steam coming off of this vent. Looks like someone else is going to get themselves trapped in. I'm going to prevent this tile from being built. Because, you know, they'll end up stuck there. Okay, this security door is being overheated. That's crazy. I changed it to only activate if it's above 1,000 grams again. Right now, if we only have a few grams of gas in here, it looks like it's not getting enough cooling from the wheezeworts. Actually, looking at this a little bit deeper, it's actually vulnerable to the temperatures on this side as well. So we've got 85.1 degrees on this side. Maybe not the best. Let's go ahead and get some insulated tile. Want to use Abyss Light. Probably don't need to. But start wrapping the area in Abyss Light. And maybe replace this door. Deconstruct. Do that at 8. We'll actually get around to it. They're gonna go inside to do that, aren't they? Yep. And then we're going to get more Abyss Light tile. No! Ari! And give this an 8. And I can't force him to not do that. What are you doing? You are going to build. Okay, no one can pass up through this door. Sorry, guys. They're all... okay. Making it hard. There we go. Whew! Okay. Dupes. Okay, so that means they'll take care of this stuff from this side. Even though it's unreachable, they have to go through other ventilation sources. And that might actually be a problem. Is that a problem? That's a problem. Damn it. So it's not the air that's coming up this way. Unless this stuff overfills. Alright, did the water get set up on this side? We have some water and insulated pipe. That's confused. Shoot. Or is it just not pumping? I think it's confused. So we have confused piping. Deconstruct that. Give that a 9 deconstruction, because that's kind of critical to our livelihoods. Okay, now that's been fixed. So we want to make sure this is a liquid bridge. And let's give that 7. There we go, liquid bridge. Good. So that gives flow control to here. I think we have a liquid bridge that comes through here as well. Let's have to check. There's at least water flowing. We might want to say don't flow back through this way. There are water inputs, so it might want to, like it's getting confused on this point. So I'm going to say deconstruct this and replace it with another bridge. There we go. Water should flow again. Okay. Okay, that's finally pumping, which allows us to start producing more oxygen again. This thing is starting to get atmosphere, but it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Once they start getting into this spot, getting this insulated, should start protecting it from atmosphere on this side. That's hot as well. I'm going to give these priority 9, so if they do come through here, they're going to work on those first. Gotta disable some of these buildings, just so they're not using them. Just want one dupe to actually go through and do any of this. I don't really think I need this gas pump here anymore. We haven't been using it in a while. Oh dear. This has become really full of hydrogen. I did not expect that. Is this working too hard? Maybe when the oxygen comes up, it's overflowing? I don't know. It just seems to be a little too much hydrogen here. Maybe I need to suck some of that out. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. This is detecting an atmosphere that's not oxygen, which is the hydrogen bouncing around here. Oh, that's what's going on. So you probably need to be replaced with an air flotile like there. Alright, I am going to make it so that they can actually get into these suits. We're going to tap into this line. So we'll actually do ventilation, bridge, and up and over. And then they'll actually be able to get into these suits, which means they'll actually be able to do stuff on the far side. Why did it sound like, ooh, oxygen's getting low? That's not pleasant. That's not pleasant at all. So what's happening? Just don't have enough flow from the right and the left. There we go. And then let's see our ventilation. Now this one's being filled up. With the others disabled, it doesn't look like it fills up their tanks. We have one that is starting to get full. To the point that they might actually end up taking it and placing that abyss light. Which I said at a 9 level. It looks like we might have a suit ready. Go, go, Otto! Let's watch him. Zoom? Should probably turn this back on. I was worried about it knocking out power. What are you doing, Otto? Yes! Deliver the abyss. Maybe I don't want Deuce Bastard down through? Let's just prevent that for now before they start getting in trouble. But he's going to be picking up the abyss light from wherever he can find it. And placing it down. And that'll seal off that door eventually. Alright, so that's starting to work. Finally have enough iron. put the signal switch on, and we are actually just going to connect you straight up to here. Say turn off all hydrogen venting right now. It should get stuck up here and should be fine. There we go. Now protect this side from the scorching temperatures here. Scorching 80-degree temperatures. And allow a little bit of stuff to be built. Alright. So now people can pass up and down through this again. Sweep that stuff up. I'm actually going to dig this stuff out because I think... Oops. I think it's actually been causing us problems with polluted oxygen. Something here is decaying. And we can't have that. Yeah. Our oxygen situation is getting kind of tight again. So one supply line just doesn't cut it. So we need to get a water source up to this electrolyzer so it can be pumped out. And get rid of all the garbage stuff here. Let's give this 7s. Get the uproots to 7s, and stuff will stop dropping. And hopefully we won't get any more polluted oxygen out of this area. And I can't see what else would be causing it other than stuff that we didn't sweep up. So now... the only stuff that needs happening here, let's just make sure there's nothing else to sweep. Only stuff that should be in here should be oxygen and hydrogen. Ooh, unless stuff has been damaged. Ooh, that's not good. Why do we have 110-degree oxygen? Especially right next to Weeswarts? That's bad. Maybe I do need to put abyssalite tile around this area a little bit more. Well, let's at least make sure that once this piping comes online, it can get connected and get pumped out. Alright, that got deconstructed. It looks like we're finally getting some atmosphere in here. A little bit. Make sure we get that abyssalite tile built here, because this tile has been like 90, 100. So I have a feeling that some of the temperature bleed is coming from this area. And that should actually protect some of this. Alright, but I'm well over my recording time, so this has been Mobius X for the Mobius Archives. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a like, leave us a comment and suggestions. We'll be back with you soon. Have a good day and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.